Okay everyone, so now we're going to look at a few different options from escaping the side control. This is that kind of situation where you can't get your frames in that space you need to be able to start shrimping. So you can't get your conventional escapes to work, so we've got to start looking at different ways we're going to escape this position. So if I've got Nick on the side control here, and he's got this underhook and he's got this cross face. Now sometimes it can be difficult, especially when he's chest to chest and he's applying pressure. Now I can't get my frames in here for whatever reason, especially if he's a bigger, stronger opponent. It's very difficult to get these frames in and create that space I need to start shrimping and recovering my guard. So a few different options for you to utilize when you're stuck in this position. The first one is very, very simple. All I'm going to do to create some space is I'm going to do a bridge right into my opponent. So what I'm trying to do, I'm going to bridge heavy and really push my shoulder against his head here. Yeah, try to create some space and take his body offline. So I bridge and I really shoot my arm up here. And hopefully I've created this space. As soon as I've bridged and extended here, I need to utilize this space, bring my frames in, and start shrimping to recover my guard. Now this is very kind of timing based, because if I don't time this well and I just bridge and wait and allow Nick to attack, he's just going to throw me back down, or even worse, he's going to utilize that position to start going on the offense. So it's very timing based this. Big bridge, and right away, get my frames in and recover my guard. Okay, so that's usually kind of the go-to thing I'll go for. When you get the timing right, it's relatively safe. So you're creating space with the bridge, using that space to get your frames in and recover your guard. Okay, so another option here is, say my opponent's really strong, the bridge isn't working for whatever reason, but I've got a bit of space here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to utilize my elbow and bring it to his near side hip here. So I'm trying to create a wedge against his hips here. One thing I don't like to do, I'll never put my wrist on his hip. If he does twist his hips, it's going to damage my wrist. So I make sure I'm utilizing this space between my wrist and my elbow, and I'm just creating a wedge here. Yeah? Next, what I want to do is I want to try to bring my near side knee to my own elbow. So I'm pushing with this frame here, and I'm kind of trying to wedge this knee against his hip, and I'm trying to use my elbow and my knee at the same time just to create this barrier here. So even though he's still chest to chest, I've now got my knee wedged against his hip. Once I've done this, I can start pushing away and creating space. A lot of times, guys are going to relinquish that underhook when I start creating this space here. If he does decide he's going to keep it, this is when you will catch guys, yeah? Because I've now isolated his arm. Once I can push his hips back, I can recover his guard, my guard, and start attacking. So option number 3, I can't create any space, he's really tight here. Now this is kind of risky one, because I have to be very aware of what I'm doing. So I'm actually going to turn my hips in towards him. So I'm trying to sit into this space here with my hips. The risk here is the back exposure. So I have to be careful I don't allow Nick to transition and start attacking my back. Okay? So I'm going here and I'm getting my hips in here. I'm taking my near side foot and I'm going to fish for his foot here, just at the ankle, okay? So I've taken this foot here, I've fished here, and I'm just straightening this foot so I can take my right foot and apply the butterfly hook into his right knee. Once I've got this kind of position, I kind of turn my hips in and extend. So I'm pushing his hips away. And then when I let go of this, I've still got the butterfly hook in. I'm trying to push and wedge my foot in here. So I've got the butterfly guard. Okay, so one last time for that one. Stuck in side control. I turn my hips into him. Fish, butterfly hook, extend, push, and insert the second butterfly hook. So guys, 3 different options. Escaping side control, particularly when you can't bring your arms in to frame and escape with the conventional methods.